Thank you for your time, Andy, for asking a couple of questions about it.
Of course.
My first question is about making a sequel. Do you think it is a creative limitation? I mean, to what extent can you be artistic when you have to follow up your own previous work?
Great question. I didn't feel any limitations. It's not really a sequel. It's a second part of the same story. So in my mind, following my instincts, the same instincts that I followed on the first one. So I was, I took all the creative licenses on the first one to adapt a literary work into a film work with its own language. And the second part was just as free creatively as the first one. I didn't feel that kind of limitation, to be honest. Yeah.
So it's a blessing or a curse if you're actually adapting a novel because the story is already there, or?
No, it's actually a freeing experience because on the process, the only reason I made this movie is because I like the heart of the story. I'm in love with these characters and this journey. Because you're adapting a book into a film that has its own language, and you have to modify everything that you want to make it work as a film experience. It's so liberating, in fact, because you can do anything you want to make this translation into a great film experience.
So the film is relatively long. So how is your approach when you have to compromise with your material? How do you and your editor decide what to keep, what to cut?
Yeah, well, it's not that difficult. Actually, when you're working on the script, everything is important. Everything has the same level of importance, and the story that you build is sort of a system that cannot be messed with. And the truth is that in the process of making a movie, in production, a lot of things change. If you're open enough to new ideas that come up as you're shooting them, the film modifies itself, and it's a living creature. And at the end, after you edit the movie, you're in such a different place that you were when you were writing it. And now you realize that not everything is that important to tell a story that is compelling and that has a great pacing and that is supposed to be a great film experience. Priority of pacing at that point is something that you consider. And there's this thing called test screenings, which is a great thing. The beginning is horrible, but at the end of the test screenings you realize that they are a thermometer of what audience feel when they see the movie, which is something that you don't have anymore. So something worth listening to. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time, sir.
Of course. Thank you, Mo.
Bye. Have a nice day.